with Falcon football coach Matt Walker. And Matt, last weekend the Falcons hosted UW-Stout out at Reamer Field. Stout came out with a 16-10 win. Great game, again, for the fans. Close game. Not so good for the results for the Falcons, but could you talk about that game a little bit?
Well, we obviously, easy to say, we didn't score enough points. I mean, we were in positions again to win the football game, not just at the end, but other times throughout the day we had chances to make plays, and we put up 400 yards of offense and only had 10 points to show for it, which is really disappointing. And defense, we're looking for answers a little bit the first half, but really put it together and put a great performance up the second half and gave us a chance to win. Proud of the effort defensively. Proud of our effort on offense. Just didn't get enough points. And again, a little bit like last week. Kind of a heart-wrenching loss, especially as hungry as we are for a win around here, and to the kids to get so close again and for us not to come through is hard. And again, same thing I said last week. I feel for the kids more than anybody else because they're doing the right things and continue to impress me with their attitude and effort. And it was too bad we couldn't close it out and get a victory.
Looking at the players of the week, Matt. On the offensive side, Taylor Edwards, the running back, the senior out of Janesville, had another great game. Finished with 135 rushing yards, averaged 5.9 yards per carry. Also caught a career-high 4 passes out of the backfield for 18 yards. 15th time in his career here at the university that he's rushed for over 100 yards. I know we've talked about Taylor a bit, but could you talk a little bit more about his efforts?
Yeah, another unbelievable day from him. Just when we needed a big play, he was coming through for us. And they were tough yards. They weren't easy yards last week. Stout's a physical group that we knew was going to play us tough. And I don't say they were a quiet 140 yards ever had, but they were tough yards. He had very few where he just broke through wide open and was able to just run. He had to break tackles and really fight through the line of scrimmage at times. Again, he continues to step up. He's one of those seniors that continues to be a great leader for us, and in what's become a tough season and frustrating season for everybody, and one in which these situations sometimes those older guys pack it in. I mean, they're looking for what's going on the next year of their life and they're done football, but haven't had any of that. And Taylor's a big reason for that. He's been a leader for us and continues to put up numbers that are mind-boggling, over 3,000 yards in his career, and all the stuff he's doing in the conference, and even nationally ranked in a lot of his rushing efforts, and just one of the more special players to have ever gone through this program.
On the defensive side, the freshman linebacker Cole Sirek was the player of the week. He was credited with 8 total tackles, 4 solos, also credited with a sack. Could you talk about Cole's play?
Yeah, it's exciting. I mean, clearly to have a young guy like that be the player of the week, to put up the numbers he did is exciting for our future. I mean, he's a guy, this late in the year, you kind of get an idea of those freshmen those young guys that have the potential to be, good impact ball players down the road. Unfortunately, some of them don't get their chance, and he was a kid because of some injury and some things, got an opportunity to play and really took advantage of it. And I don't want to say that it's no big deal, but I'm not surprised by it. I knew he's going to be a great player, but exciting the way he was making plays when he got his opportunity. I mean, he's a kid that sometimes kids have the ability, but the first time they really get a chance to start and get in there and play a lot, they're a little bit wide-eyed. It takes a while to settle in and figure out what's going on. He's a kid that was not wide-eyed. He was ready to go. He was calm. That's exciting. He's got a chance to be a big-time leader for us down the road here very quickly.
On the special team side, defensive end Trevor Seaman was named the player of the week. The junior blocked 2 kicks. One was an extra point. One was a field goal. Could you talk about Trevor's play?
Pretty unique for a D lineman, 5'10", 200-some-pound D lineman to be the special teams player of the week. But he did what his job was. I mean, he did a good job of creating penetration and getting his hands up and blocking the field goal and the extra point. So it's kind of a no-brainer. A kid makes two plays to stop scoring from them is a clear player of the week for us, and it was a great job by him and kind of his running mates there inside that created the penetration. Both blocks came from interior penetration, and they just did their job and did what they're supposed to do. But it's good. Trevor's a great guy and a great leader for us as well, and it was nice to see him kind of break through and put up some numbers. Sometimes those big guys, they don't get enough and enough media to write up because they don't put up big numbers. But it's nice to see him get some numbers.
Looking ahead, Matt, the Falcons have another WIAC game. This one at UW-La Crosse on Saturday, 1 o'clock kickoff in La Crosse. What do you know about the Eagles?
Good football team. They're one where they've had their struggles. I think they'd probably be the first ones to say they've had their struggles during the year, but unfortunately for us, they may have hit their stride a little bit. They had a nice win over Oshkosh there in overtime. And, Oshkosh is a team that's really had a nice year. And I watched a lot of lacrosse leading up to last week's game because they just played Stout before us, and then Stout shut them out, I believe 10-0 or 16-0, and you're not looking ahead, but be lying if you weren't in the back of your mind saying, we got a chance next year. They just struggled against Stout, and I'm human like everybody else, and it's tough not to think that a little bit, especially when you're as hungry for a win as we are. And then you look at the scores there on Saturday night, and you see they knock off Oshkosh, and you say, here we go again. It's time to strap it up. They're finding their stride. So we know we're in for a tremendous challenge again. And again, not that it's not important who we're playing, but it's a little bit more about us right now. What's really hurt us is mistakes, and we got to take care of our own business. And I'm saying we're going to play a faceless opponent, not that we don't respect lacrosse, but whoever we're playing right now, it's more about what we're doing. We got to clean up, get better at what we're doing, and but it should be a fun atmosphere. I know it's a great stadium up there, and we're excited to play. I mean, just to get back out, 2 losses in a row where you had chances right at the end to win the game leaves a very bad taste in your mouth, and it's like these weeks take forever now just to get a chance to play again and get another crack at it. And so it should be exciting. So I can't wait to see us play. I know the kids have worked tremendously hard. Been a long time since we beat La Crosse, and I know that it's not the main reason we want to win, but I know a lot of people want to right that ship a little bit. We've struggled against them for a long time around here, and maybe it's time to switch that back over.
Matt, thanks for your time. Good luck to the Falcons, and we'll talk to you next week.
Thank you.